Hello friends and welcome to our next class. And in this class we're gonna be multiplying 4-digit number with the 4-digit number. And we'll be getting the answer of this huge number in just single line. So before I go ahead, I will tell you the formula that we'll be using in this calculation. So over here we'll be taking numbers. I will be multiplying either cross multiplication or we'll be doing our multiplication vertically. So we will take an example to understand you clearly. So over here, first we will be taking the first two digit. So here 2 times 2 is 4. Okay. And over here you should first think that over here cross is not possible. So we can do only a vertical multiplication. 2 times 2 is 4. Then we'll take the next two adjacent values, that is 1 and 3. So over here we'll be doing a cross multiplication and it would go like this. So 3 times 2 is 6 and 2 times 1 is 2 and 6 plus 2 is 8. So 8 is the second digit of our answer. So you can imagine how easily we are getting the final answer. So in the next step we'll be taking the other two numbers, that is 3 and 1. So over here you can see we can do both the type of multiplication over here. That is, we can do cross multiplication, which is 3 times 2 is 6 and 6 2 times 1 is 2. 6 plus 2 is 8. And over here we'll be doing a vertical multiplication of the remaining two digits. 3 times 1 is 4. 3 times 1 is 3. So we get 11 as the answer. We will be taking the last two adjacent numbers, that is 4 times 4. And over here we will doing 2 times cross multiplication. We will take these two the numbers at the ends and the number over here. So first we will be considering the number at the corners. 2 times 4 is 8 and 2 times 4 is 8 and 8 plus 8 is 16 and 3 times 3 is 9 and 1 times 1 is 1 and 9 plus 1 is 10. So this comes out to be 26. So up till now we have covered the first stage in which we have started the multiplication of the first two number, and then gradually we would be increasing our reach by adding the adjacent two numbers into our region of interest, and then we do the cross multiplication, vertical multiplication, whichever is possible. Point should be noted that the cross multiplication is having a higher priority than a vertical multiplication. So whenever you are taking this selection, you must always try to fix a cross multiplication and then a vertical multiplication. So now we move on to our next step, and in this we will be taking the last three numbers. That is, we have ignored the first two digit of both the numbers, and now we'll be doing the multiplication between these three numbers of both the terms. So over here you can do, first we are able to, so first we can do over here a cross multiplication and a vertical multiplication. So 4 times 1 is 4 and 3 times 4 is 12 and 12 plus 4 is 16 plus 3 times 1 is 3. 16 plus 3 is 19. So one carry and we write 9 below. So in the next step we'll be taking the last two digits, that is 3 and 4, and for the next number we'll be taking 1 and 4. Now we'll be over here, we can see that over here cross multiplication is possible. So the cross multiplication would be between 3 and 4 and 4 and 1. So 3 times 4 is 12 and 12 plus 4 is 16. So we write 1 here and carry 6 below. And the last one, that is 4 times 4, which is nothing but a 16. So this is where we got the answer. We just need to add this number with their respective carry and we get the answer. So the answer is 493876. So this is how it is to be done. So I have made a pattern for you so that it gets simple for you to understand how you should be calculating this answer. For a newbie, it is indeed going to be a bit confusing, but with this diagram, while practicing my examples that I have given in the next slide, you just need to keep this diagram in front of you and you can try them out. So in the first term, you would be consider these boxes as a number. So you will be multiplying the first term of the first number with the first term of the next number. In the next, you would increase your range and you would take the adjacent two numbers and you would do the cross multiplication. As over here, you can do a vertical multiplication, but as I said, vertical multiplication is having a low priority when we do with cross multiplication. So you always go for cross multiplication. Similarly, for the third step, fourth step, and once you reach the fourth step, then you start neglecting the first terms of both the numbers. Similarly, in the next stage, neglect the two numbers, and in the last, you are remain with the last term of both the numbers. So friends, with this same method, you can multiply a 5-digit number with a 5-digit number, 6 digit with the 6, 7 digit with the 7, you can n number with the n number. Just you need to follow this step. So this is the exam exercise that I've created. You can create by yourself and check it through a calculator, and so this method get easy for you. So that's all for this class. Thank you.